Hurricane Helene, extremely dangerous, Category 4. It's more than 400 miles across, pushing a storm surge that officials are calling unsurvivable.
We've been expecting strong conditions here, and we now have that upgrade to a tropical storm warning in our area. We do expect to see those tropical storm force winds here as the main impacts come in Thursday night and into early on Friday. Right now, we're seeing the pre-Helene rain that we've been telling you about over the past few days, and this is already significant. We have spots around Metro Atlanta and North Georgia that have picked up between 1 and 3 inches of rain, and that's even before Helene gets here. So this is going to be an impactful event as the system moves on in, and we have upgrades now on the hurricane that we're expecting now to be a Category 4 at landfall tomorrow there in the Big Bend region of Florida.
So that might be like, for example, we know Florence is going to bring 1 to 3 feet of inundation across many locations. That certainly is enough to knock you off your feet. It can definitely stall cars out and even carry cars away, and certainly flood many of the lower levels of structures. But we know Florence is also going to bring water rises well above that, perhaps up to 6 feet. Now, 6 feet of water, imagine that. That carries large objects in it, like cars can act like battering rams and enhance the damage that would otherwise be. And also, we know that can flood the lower levels of many structures. We also know that Florence is going to carry with it likely storm surge well above that, perhaps 9, 10 feet, maybe more. That will totally cover up one-story buildings and structures, leaving them underwater, and certainly pose a risk to many. There are very few places that are safe when the water rises this high. So please follow the advice of your local officials and heed the evacuation warnings, and of course stay updated on all.
I want to tell y'all the safest place to be. The safest place to be during a hurricane, where a hurricane would never touch. It's damn prison for some reason. Prison, hurricanes, this and tornadoes just overshoot this shit. You know, I know hurricanes and tornadoes is deadly and stuff like that. I be praying that it hit the prison one time. Just fuck the gates up a little bit so I can to the gas station and get something to snack on or something. Prisons never get hit by the tornadoes and shit. It's raining. It's raining too. It's a little wet out here. But for some reason, God just won't allow that to happen.
it's useless.
Oh shoot! Oh man, I'm losing it. My trailer's going. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh, this is scary, guys. God, man. Sorry, I did not mean to swear. Holy moly. And I've already called 911.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my! No! No!
You guys seen this video yet? This is crazy.
It's gonna hit the corner.
Didn't hit us.
Holy. It just ripped it in fucking half.
Somebody in the comment section replied, who made that building that he was living in? And somebody commented back, the same person that made that pole.
House is going! Oh my god, the house is going! Oh no! Oh no! It's my neighbor's house! Oh my god! Oh my lord! God, please take care of people in this disaster. Oh my gosh, the house is going! Oh my god! Oh god! Oh my god!
Oh, I hope not, honey. Oh, we're gonna go up in the attic and we have to, guys. We came quick. Love y'all. Whole house. Man, oh my
What you're watching right now is what my friend Sheila had to witness. What you're watching right now is her entire home, her entire life, simply floating away. Her husband Kyle, and her young son Dawson experienced a loss that is incomprehensible. They've lost everything. It's just gone, swept away with the water. That pile of sticks and wood, that was her entire life. All their belongings, all their memories and keepsakes. What you don't know is that Sheila is everybody's cheerleader from the minute that she meets them. She's been a friend of mine for a few years. We've shared everything from hotel rooms to laughs and tears. Now I have to do a different kind of sharing. The link that you see on the screen is to her GoFundMe. If you could, please save, share, repost this video, and if you can, help Sheila and her family get started in her life again. At the end of this video, you'll see a text between her and I describing the river and the reasons that she decided to live there. She didn't just move to North Carolina. She's a long-timer in Asheville. This is their home. It's always been their home. And it will always be their home. They just need a little bit of help rebuilding it.
Damn part of the tiki just blew into a tree. There's the tiki shed. Holy crap, look at this one whole thing. Another propane tank. Oh my god, here comes this tiki. The rest of the tiki. That crater, everything's gone.
I'm okay.
My car's gone.
I'm okay. It's okay.
Everything's gone. It's all gone.
It's okay. It's okay.
Are your parents okay?
They're okay.
Was anybody in the gym?
It's okay. It's okay.
Hey.
The full scope of the 600-mile disaster is still not clear. Helene crashed into Florida as a Category 4 hurricane with storm surge above 15 feet. Then it was on to Georgia, where the governor compared the destruction to a bomb going off. But the highest death toll is in North Carolina, hundreds of miles from landfall, where the emergency is still unfolding tonight. Many communities need food and fresh water.
This is an unprecedented storm, and it's causing us to have an unprecedented response.
This is the city of Asheville in the western mountains of North Carolina, 2,000 feet above sea level and hundreds of miles away from the nearest coastline. But such was the force of Hurricane Helene that nowhere in its path was safe.
We begin tonight in the southeast, a region facing a historic disaster. In the wake of Hurricane Helene, millions are still without power, complicating recovery efforts, gas shortages, and spotty cell phone service. The death toll still rising, at least 105 now known dead. The monster storm cut a devastating path, stretching more than 600 miles across several states.
Mountain towns across Appalachia are cut off. Nearly 300 roads are impassable in western North Carolina alone. There has been no power or cell phone service in the city of Asheville since last week, leaving panicked relatives unable to reach loved ones.
All right, we got to think about getting out of here because this is going to be. James, you all right, bud?
Those are for you to take out. Because I'm
Turn the light up, yeah. wanted to jump on here and give y'all a little update. I ain't got to see it in person yet, but I've had pictures sent to me. Y'all keep me and my family in your prayers, because from what I see, I have no fucking home to go back to.
Never in a million years did I think this shit would happen to me and my kids. Like this shit is crazy. Like, my baby was stuck on that bed on top of that stuff.
So this is our house, and welcome to the neighborhood.
Wish that I was on a rocket top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoky smoke on rocket top. Ain't no telephone bills.
Take a look at these condos right here. Vehicles were pulled out of their garages. Here's a vehicle here. You could see that there was so much pressure, the handles ripped off. Look at that.
So apparently, this Porsche was brought into the neighborhood before the floods. Nobody knows who it belongs to. The license plate is missing, and it got flooded out. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I smell insurance fraud.
My clothes are here!
Oh, my truck's cooked.
Okay, so take a look at this house, and then we're gonna move you over here now to the foundation. This is where the house actually came from, and then we're gonna direct you up here on the left, and this is how high the water was. Take a look at that water line. This area set a record for storm surge.
I'm gonna show you, people did what they could to prepare. Take note to all the mud, but also take note to the sandbags. People were doing the right thing. They could never have guessed the water would get up to there. That is the water line. You can see it there and on the other one as well, and in other buildings. That has got to be, in this part of Biltmore Village, every bit of 10 to 12 feet, I would imagine, of a water line. Truly remarkable and so sad, especially because of the death toll here in North Carolina, looking into people's businesses. And another one over here. An Indian restaurant destroyed. A lot of work is going to have to go into bringing just this one small part of the greater Asheville area back.
And the full scope of the destruction is only now coming into focus. In the mountains of North Carolina, entire towns are swamped, buried under mud and debris. And now a big question is how to start cleaning up.
Search and rescue teams to help rescue people who are still stranded but can't communicate because cell phone service is down.
As many as 600 people are still on the missing list as search teams fan out across the state, navigating the worst flooding to hit the region in a century.
That's my neighbor's house. It's gone. That's crazy. I literally just looked. I cannot believe that. There was a whole house right there.
We spoke to one homeowner in Marshall, North Carolina, who didn't leave until floodwaters were waist deep. When she returned today, the neighborhood was swept away.
Their house is literally completely gone. My neighbor's house his trailer is up against my house.
The North Carolina flood map shows Marshall with only a 1% chance. Out of more than 8,000 properties in the county, only 98 had flood insurance.
But this is just, it's hard to understand. I mean, this is just massive. This will take years to clean up if it's ever.
The city of Asheville and the area around it has been largely cut off since Friday. Cell service is mostly out. Electricity won't be restored for days, and help has been slow to arrive.
Leaders were together creating a task force-like response, knowing that we are at our best when we work together and coordinate resources, coordinate our communications to the maximum effect for the community that has been impacted. And the federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as food, baby formula, and the like. And you can apply now for anyone who's watching this who has been affected. There are FEMA personnel who are going door to door to interact personally with folks, especially those who do not have electricity. But also that aid, if you have electricity, can be applied for online, and I encourage people to do that. FEMA will just basically verify your address, and then the process should take hold.
Let me be clear. If you're in a state where hurricanes often strike, a vital part of preparing for hurricane season is to get vaccinated now. Everything is more complicated if you're not vaccinated and a hurricane or natural disaster hits. Get vaccinated now so you're ready for whatever may come this month. The bottom line is this: get vaccinated, make a plan.
I'm going to be asking the American people to continue to help fund the needs of these people. It's not going to be one hit and it's over. It's going to take a hell of a long time. It's going to cost a hell of a lot of money. But this is the United States of America, and we've got to do it.
So Biden is asking the American people to fund their own relief when they're already suffering. But he can send billions of dollars to other countries who are in need. How about we put our own first? Also, Biden, where are you? Trump was just in Valdosta, Georgia. Also, Ms. Harris, why are you living it up in Vegas right now? Our country is literally underwater. Biden pretty much just said F you to the American people. Gotta love this administration.
Wow. So Kamala came out and said they're going to give the hurricane victim, wait for it, drum roll, $750. Oh yeah, they're going door to door. Should be easy since most houses are missing that. What the fuck? But wait, there's more. Apply online. The people with no internet, no cell service, without this pesky thing called electricity, hemmed up in these mountains from this damn flood, in towns with no stores, no banks, and no roads. My God, why is everybody so dumb? Apply for that $750 online. They need it immediately. The only word that comes to mind is fuck. Probably working at McDonald's. They was handing out common sense. On to grab the kayaks. We gotta find the computer at the bottom of the river. This is a fucking disgrace. They've rambled some bullshit off about 100% reimbursement. Federal reimbursement to the states on a local level. Allegedly for food, water, and shelter. Removal of debris. Yeah, I want to see receipts. I want to see totals. How much of this money is going to the people? What are these people supposed to do in the meantime? What's going to hold them over till they get their insurance claim? While they're waiting to find their cars, houses drained, roads rebuilt, businesses rebuilt. Who's going to buy these people stuff to wash their bodies with? How are they going to cook this food? With hopes and prayers? You can't possibly shelter hundreds of counties, a half a dozen or more fucking states. Who's going to buy these people clothes? How are they going to get to work when their cars are 5 states away in a river somewhere? I know individual people that have done more than this, gave more than this to individual families already. These people will be fighting insurance companies for money. They don't need a check that they can't fucking cash. They need boots on the ground manpower. Roads, bridges rebuilt now. Who could commit, get this done lickety split? They need water, they need power, they need their houses cleaned out. What the fuck is $750 going to fucking do? This is the best our government can do with fucking trillions of dollars at hand. Money that we have sent in foreign aid could have covered all these people's troubles. Put them everyone in a 5-star hotel. Fed them good and fucking rebuilt. $750 for immediate need is a punch in the teeth. They're going to spend it at the grocery store that got washed away. What's that going to buy? 12 seconds and 2 days of groceries? Draw it from the bank that no longer fucking exists? Put those groceries in the refrigerator that's now in the ocean? I want to know how many counties are getting this relief. How many people are getting it? What's the total tally to? Don't you send more people to help find these people's loved ones? For the amount of money we've gave away, $750 is fucking unacceptable. All Taiwan, get a refund. All Ukraine, call Israel, I don't give a fuck. Who's gonna pay these people's bills? They didn't lose anything, but can't get nowhere because the roads are going. This country screwed over Hawaii, now they're screwing over the rest of the South. Sounds like a fancy way to say these people ain't gonna get much relief. FEMA's wallet is more dried up than a banana peel in the Sahara Desert. More dried up than your granny snatch. Dried up like my patience for this administration. Ain't got enough money to get through hurricane season. You think these insurance companies will cover all this? Of course fucking not. They'll screw these people. Just ask this administration for some lube. They're good at fucking everybody over. We don't need to pay no more taxes. We need to all quit today. When the government ain't got no money, they can fuck off. What do these people have to do? Identify as illegal immigrants? Do the residents of North Carolina need to stick a Ukraine flag in their yard? What do the American citizens who pay the taxes that run this fucking country, what do they have to do to get some damn help? $750 is a slap in the fucking face for people that can't even get out to damn use it, who don't even have internet to apply for it. This administration, if you vote for these people, all I gotta say is fuck you. You piece of shit. That is all.
Hey Kamala, you can keep your $750. No, seriously, you can keep it. Because the people without electricity, phones, internet, hell, houses, how exactly do you think they're going to apply for that $750? Also, how long does the process take? Because the people of Western North Carolina and everywhere that was affected by Hurricane Helene, they need that money now, like right now. They need it now. The babies need their formula. The people need their medicine. They need food. They need water. They need places to sleep at night. And they also need someone out there to help them find their loved ones. I have an idea. Now is your chance to prove to the American people how much you care about them. So hear me out. The 700 and some National Guard members that you sent to Kuwait last week from Tennessee, bring them back. Bring them back, because they can be out there on the ground helping them search for their loved ones, or at this point, their bodies. Here's another thought. All of the money that has been sent to Ukraine, or all of the money that's been given to these migrants to house them, I don't know, their little debit cards, whatever they get, can we get it back? Because the citizens of the United States of America, the residents in Western North Carolina and Eastern Tennessee and everywhere else, they need that money now. So can the citizens of the United States of America get it back? I don't know how, but figure it out. Ask for a refund. I don't know. Figure it out. That's your job. Like I said, now is your chance to prove to the American people how much you care about them. Oh, wait, you already did that. You don't care. And while we're on the subject, Biden, did you really get on the whole ass television screen last night and say, I'm going to need the American people to continue to fund the hurricane disaster relief? The American people. We got it, bud. This is something that you might not know anything about, but America first. We love our neighbors. We're always going to help our neighbors, especially in a time of need. So we got it. The American people were already on the ground helping before you even made a statement. So we got it. But we're going to need some of that money back. So yeah.
I just seen it is hard for me to find the words, and if you know me, words is my thing. Talking is what I do. And I live right outside of Charlotte. We had like really heavy rain, some local flood and power outages, so we really didn't see that much of it. But I drove my ass up to Black Mountain and Sahana Valley. I don't even remember what it's called because of ADHD. I'm not a mountain person. Anywho, it is devastating what these people are going through. And it blows my mind how out of touch the government really is during all this. Because they don't have anything, okay? Some people don't have houses. Some people have nothing. Some people, the only thing they got is what they were wearing when they left. Because, gone, right? There's no power. There's no electricity. I mean, it looks like a war zone. Sounds like it too. Helicopters and mostly local people helping local people and people bringing stuff in and stuff. If all you have to do is click a link to get the benefits that the government's trying to give. How are they clicking the link? What link are they clicking? What mouse do they got? What TV do they got? What power do they got? What connection to the internet do they got to click a link to receive help? No, all that money you just be making it rain on other countries. Make it rain in your own United States. We're here and we need it. They need it.
So Vice President Kamala Harris has came out and announced that they are there for the hurricane victims and they are going to send them $750 for relief and emergency needs and anything that might be needed right away. She goes on to tell them that if they have like electric issues and things like that, they can apply for that through FEMA. She doesn't say how long it'll take or anything like that. She just says it'll start in a whole process, I guess. And she then goes on to say how FEMA workers are going door to door, knocking on doors, trying to help people, help victims. I don't think they have any doors left, Kamala. There's no doors left. Are there doors left? I didn't even see roads. Seriously, did not even see roads. So, I don't know. Meanwhile, President Trump has, Trump has gone and already been there. He's donated his own money. He has a GoFundMe that's raised over $1 million. But yet you guys are saying that he just put people in danger. Oh, and then President Joe Biden also said that he was going to continue to rely on the American people for help.
My house washed away. I had a cat, I had 2 geckos. I lost it all.
We lost everything, family, friends, homes, our jobs, everything, our animals. We have nothing. We got family members floating down a river.
Jackie and Alex say they're struggling to find help and that resources are strained.
FEMA's here. You know what FEMA just told us? We can't get you a phone. I have no ID. I have no way to pay for food. He has no way to get gas. We're stuck. So we have to sleep in a car that's leaking with the same clothes we've had on since the...
For now, these strangers have each other until they can find more help and reach family.
She hopped in and she said, "Thank God for country people."
This little boy was nice enough to pick me up.
Have you seen the story about the lady that was literally calling from a gas station for the FEMA money, the paltry $750 for the American citizens? They get $750. You know, thanks, FEMA. But now they can't even get that. People are getting denied left and right. And the guy was speaking to her on the phone. He was like, well, there's nothing I can do. It's our computer. And if our computer says no, then, you know, it's out of my hands. And she's literally going, I'm at a gas station. My house is gone. My mom and my son are like somewhere at a center where there's help. We have no money, no gas, or no food. He's like, sorry, we can only give out money to, your house. If your insurance is not paying for it, whatever your insurance isn't paying for, that's what we're going to give money for, and for emergencies. And she goes, what do you mean an emergency? This is an emergency. I'm literally at a gas station. I have hardly no gas in my car. My mom and my son have no food. FEMA's doing this left and right, rejecting applications for the little $750 that was going to help them. It's just unbelievable, you guys. I am so sad and stressed for everyone. I'm so mad and furious.
I am at the hospital and I am driving all the way around. I do not see any signage for FEMA or any trailers or anything that would indicate FEMA is here. Someone asked me to stop spreading misinformation and said that FEMA is at Mission Hospital.
What's that?
Is FEMA here?
We're not. We're DMAT.
DMAT. Okay, somebody said FEMA was here to help with applications here at the hospital. Do you know if they have anybody on site? Applications for emergency aid or any help you might need. They said check at the hospital.
Yeah,
so I'm checking.
We're set up down there. We're DMAT.
Okay.
We work under FEMA.
Okay, but they're not here to help with.
I don't know. Let me double check. I don't think
okay.
we are.
Okay, thank you.
What I would do is I would go in the hospital and you can ask him, or I can send you down to our tent. You can ask what type of help are we looking at?
Well, we couldn't get online to do the application. The applications were being rejected. They said call the 800 number. Calls keep dropping.
Okay, so your additional help.
Yes, yes. They said go online or call the 800 number, and we can't get through. There's, cell service is so intermittent, and if you can get cell service, applications are just being rejected. My daughter tried, I tried, and then we went. Maybe
someone higher up could help you, but I don't have any answers for you.
Okay, well, somebody said they're at the hospital, so I came down here to check.
It looks like they're at the hospital. Like I said, we're a DMAT, Disaster Medical Assistance Team. We have our mobile medical tent sitting down there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we are helping out.
Yes. No. I know. I'm just looking for FEMA specifically for help with that, and I've been running around like crazy trying to find them.
Silly.
Yeah.
We have someone wants to help, and
I just want everyone to know that we are displaced due to Hurricane Helene from Western North Carolina. We cannot go home. We have no power, no food, no water, no nothing. We are spending $400 a night on a hotel due to price gouging in the surrounding areas because they know that people have nowhere to go. We applied for FEMA. Myself and my sister applied. My sister applied first. She got denied. I said, okay, let me try. I applied. We got denied. So we have both been denied FEMA assistance. So everyone's saying FEMA is helping $750. And by the way, that $750 wouldn't even cover 2 nights at this hotel. So I just want everyone to know that FEMA sucks and President's doing nothing and we are stuck here. I am blowing through all my savings in a hotel to escape a natural disaster. So, fuck you, FEMA. And by the way, do not donate to Red Cross, donate to Samaritan's Purse or to me because we are bringing supplies in. Donate to the victims directly. I'm not taking any of the money for myself. I don't like accepting anything. We are sending truckloads in from a friend who lives out in Greenville. So, and when we get to go back, we will bring a full truck of supplies. So don't donate to these big organizations because we're not getting any of it. None.
Yeah, so let me get this straight. So the hurricane relief victims, they get only $735. But meanwhile, the migrants that you're letting into this country are getting $5,000 in cash assistance and about 14,000 in food stamps. Like, really? With people who suffered, Americans at that, who suffered a hurricane disaster, who lost their homes, lost their towns, are getting $735. And also, meanwhile, after you done sent $8 billion to Ukraine, $8 billion to Israel, I believe $500 million to Taiwan. Like, are y'all serious? Like, do anybody see what's going on in this country? Like, anybody realize or see? Do anybody even care? This shit is crazy to me. Like, I know I might be smiling and laughing, but when I smile like this, it's unbelievable, man. This shit is crazy. $735 $700 and something for hurricane disaster relief victims, and they bragging about this. I saw Kamala like she proud of it, like, oh, I'm giving them this. Wow, you can't make this shit up, man.
I want to share with y'all some things you may not know about what's happening in the North Carolina mountains in the aftermath of Helene. Here's number one. If you have friends or family that are headed into the mountains or who live there, the looting has picked up major steam. I was advised yesterday by a county sheriff to make sure that anybody out and about is carrying, and in his words, carrying with the safety off. There are very aggressive people out there, and I'm just going to go ahead and say this. It's not because they're necessarily awful. They're desperate. Desperate people do desperate things, y'all. And why are they desperate? Because there's no water in some of these communities. We have neighbors in North Carolina with no water. And all I can say is this: the government ain't coming to save you. Not now, not ever, because they don't care about you, the people, anymore. It is the citizens who are going to have to step it up. Now, I got to tell y'all, I was floored yesterday by how my community, which is a little over an hour away from the affected areas, showed up at donation sites with water and diapers and formula and some liquid IV. I mean, y'all brought all kind of things, bleach, vinegar. You are ready to help, and we're going to take more donations today, and we're so grateful for everything because I'm going to get it into the hands of actual volunteers. And I was asking people, like, why are you bringing it to me? Some of y'all don't even know me. And they said, well, we don't trust the relief organizations anymore. Y'all, we have lost our organizations to grifters. We have lost our organizations to liars. And so we have to rely on each other because that's how this country was built. This country was built patriot by patriot. And I can tell you this, as a realtor, I know my realtors in the mountains, and I have talked to them, and they know the neighbors too. So I am getting your donations into hands that are going to get it into hands. And everybody that sent me dollars, I got teams of shoppers out, and I got receipts to prove it, because we are not grifters. We are neighbors. And the patriots that are in the mountains, if you see this, if your family sees this, hear me now. You are not forgotten by the rest of North Carolina. And if you are not in North Carolina, then there are ways that you can give. But can I just remind y'all of something? You cannot eat money. You cannot drink money. So for those of y'all that thought money was your God, and by the way, that includes our freaking elected officials, it's not your God. Told my girlfriend this morning while we were talking about this during our run, I said, tell your children, 'cause she's got grown children, this is why you keep a stash of water on hand. This is why you keep a stash of food on hand. But for those of y'all that are not in affected areas, if you can take your donated items and send it to the mountains, then send it with a friend. Make sure you're sending truckloads so that we don't overload the roads, because our first responders are overwhelmed. By the way, thank you, Governor DeSantis, for doing more for North Carolina than North Carolina's governor has. I'm very grateful for your National Guard, because we have to help each other, y'all. And I'm going to tell you something. If you will share this with somebody who doesn't know what's happening in North Carolina, they need to know. They need to know that there are entire towns gone. Chimney Rock is gone. A beautiful town. Swannanoa, gone. Montreat, gone. Other towns damaged beyond repair. That means our geography has changed, our culture is at risk, but most importantly, our people, our generational people have lost their generational homes. This ain't about your granite countertops anymore. Listen, y'all, listen. Tell somebody how they can help. I am but one resource. There are people I know all over North and South Carolina that have been gathering up goods and trucks. Somebody as far away as Massachusetts putting a truck together. Let me know. I can connect you to where to take things. The Baptists are doing a great job out of Boone. Samaritan's Purse is on the ground. I trust those two organizations. I wish I had trust for more, because I don't trust this government, but I trust the people of North Carolina. Y'all, the biggest thing you can do, pray. Pray right now. Pray fervently that people will turn their hearts back to God, and pray for a hedge of protection around all those who have seen things they should never have to see. I'll tell you one more story before I hang up this video. I had a lady come to my donation site yesterday, and her grandson is 10 years old, living in the mountains with his mother, who works in a VA hospital. They're getting the kid out today to get him home because they can finally get him out, and they're worried because he has seen things he should never have to see. When you have children that are seeing bodies on the ground and towns gone, we're going to have to answer for that one day, y'all. Please pray. Please do something. And for those of y'all that have already done something, I can't thank you enough.